Welcome to the 6th class in the Embryoga series. Today we're going to be exploring root chakra energy, which of course is super important through pregnancy and through birth and those first few months of life. And thanks so much. Ace is here with us again to kind of wrap up, started with the ajna, and now she's going to help us with the root. So do you mind introducing yourself again, though, real quick?
No problem at all. My name is Aislinn. I go by Ace for short. I'm 36 weeks, so it's right around the corner. This is my second pregnancy. We're having a girl this time, and I'm really looking forward to the chakra because it is it's definitely going to be something I'm going to use very soon, and I feel like the root chakra is so important, so I'm happy to be here.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about root chakra energy. But as most people know, root chakra energy is the energy of the stability and the structure and the foundation of the earth, associated with stability and security, with trust, a sense of belonging and attachment. And it really is associated with the very foundation of our survival on the earth. As human beings, we come into this world completely helpless and totally dependent on a caregiver to meet our basic needs of food and shelter. And a strong foundation of trust and stability starts during gestation, actually. It's further reinforced during the birth process itself and in the first few minutes and hours and days and weeks of life. So super important as we are growing the baby to really start setting that foundation of a secure attachment in utero. So we can actually work on that strong foundation through intentional bonding. And just like with all of the energy centers, when you focus on and build strength in your own being, in your own energy centers, so that same energy goes straight through your baby, literally through neurohormonal cascade, through substances associated with the hormones and with the emotions that are associated with those hormones that pass right through the placenta to your growing baby. So we're going to come to Virasana, which is basically hero's pose, a nice, strong, stable foundation through the legs, kneeling on a block or a bolster. And as you can see, if you have a nice big baby in your belly, you might need to take the knees a little bit wider apart. If you're earlier in your pregnancy, you might be able to bring the knees closer together. And sometimes it's helpful to move the flesh of the calves a little bit out of the way so you just feel nice and grounded through the structure and the stability of the legs. And we're just going to bring our hands into this root mudra with the thumbs meeting the ring finger and the pinky with the two first fingers out straight. Good. So we're just holding this mudra. This is the mudra that is associated with the root chakra. And we're just going to come to a nice, easy breath. Letting the shoulders relax and release. Just begin to feel that connection that you have of your sit bones, of your legs and your feet, and all of those things that are supporting you, the connection that you have to the earth through that area, through the pelvis, literally the floor, the pelvic floor, the perineum, feeling the sit bones underneath you. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you're just drawing energy up through the earth into your being. And as you exhale, there is a nice long pillar of a root growing down from where you're seated right into the center of the earth. So you're inhaling energy up through that root, just like a tree would get energy from the earth. And as you exhale, the root grows deeper and wider. So all the roots branching out to the sides. So you're just growing your root system here, pulling energy up through the earth, into your being, into your body. And as you exhale, growing those roots deeper and wider. So of course, the root chakra is associated with the element of the earth, and the earth is actually the nurturer, the mother of all beings on the planet. So we can really use this energy, especially through the birth process. One more time, nice big inhale, pulling that energy up through the body. Exhaling, growing the roots even deeper. And then just let the hands come to the thighs, palms down. And maybe just repeating this affirmation to yourself as you feel those strong roots growing. I'm stable and grounded to the energy of the earth. I trust my body's ability to give birth. I am stable and grounded to the energy of the earth. I completely trust my body's ability to give birth. One more nice big inhale and exhale here. Stronger trunk. So we're going to inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, clasp the hands together, and this time the back of the hands are up towards the ceiling. Release and relax the shoulders as much as possible. And we just inhale the arms straight up with the backs of the hands reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the elbows, palms come to the top of the head. So let's breathe like this a few more times. Inhale and exhale, really grounding that column, that root, that trunk right into the earth. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you let your palms touch the top of your head. And 1 more time. Inhale, exhale, just let the hands rest on the top of the head. Release and relax the shoulders as much as possible, maybe keeping the eyes closed. This hands to the head mudra is very grounding. So if you ever find yourself just kind of spiraling out of control in your mind, you can always just take your hands to the top of your head. And then gently take the hands down to the sides, let them float. And just imagine yourself strongly rooted. Imagine your stem, your trunk so strongly rooted that now it can easily sway and bend when the wind blows without risk of breaking or falling. And then we're just going to bring our hands to our feet. And before we come out of hero's pose, we're just going to massage the bottoms of our feet with our thumbs. So just get your thumbs right into the bottoms of the feet. If you can reach back to grab your toes, you can maybe spread them apart a little bit. And just energize the bottoms of your feet a little bit. Maybe even rub the ankles. This should feel good. Inhale and exhale. And then we're just a little bit wider if you have them together. So I have a little room. And we're going to come to just a flowing cat and cow. So you probably want to you are already nice wide enough with your knees, so maybe bring your knees in just a hair, just to be parallel. And you're just going to reach forward. And then just begin to scoop the chest forward. Inhale and exhale, come back. So cat and cow kind of motion, scooping the chest forward, exhaling, come back. Maybe 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhaling and exhaling. And then just come to a nice strong foundation of hands and knees. I'm going to move my block out of the way. You can probably, just move it right off to the side. And then just feel the strong foundation of the hands underneath the shoulders and maybe walk them forward 1 hand breadth. So we're going to come to a little modified plank here in a minute. First, we're going to start by just taking the hips back gently, like we're just kind of get ready to crawl. So just like a baby gets ready to crawl and they make this kind of motion, this is what we're going for. We feel nice and strong connected to the earth. Then we come forward, lean over the hands like a modified plank. Inhale the sternum forward. Feel the strong stability and structure of the shoulders and the hands and the wrists and the fingers. Exhale, pull back. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And with the next time, if you wish to add a little bit more strength, you can bend the elbows down to a little mini tricep dip. But you don't have to do that. So totally optional if you want to add a little strength move here. Inhale and exhale down. So just really noticing the solid structure of the body, gaining a little bit of strength. And one more time, inhale, little tiny dip, and exhale. And now you can widen the knees a little bit more and come into your child's pose. So make this comfortable for you. And let's take one more affirmation here in child's pose. Once again, really drawing on the energy of the earth and that idea that we can draw on this huge energy center to give us strength during our birth process. Letting all the tension drain out of the body into the earth as you exhale. As you inhale, pulling energy up through all the points of contact in this child's pose. I listen to and trust the ancient wisdom of the earth and the wisdom of countless generations of beings that have given birth before me. I listen to and trust the ancient wisdom of the earth and countless generations of beings that have given birth before me. One more nice big inhalation and exhalation. And then you're just going to tuck the toes under and cut. Okay. So one more breath in child's pose. And then we're gently just going to tuck the toes, walk the hands back just a hair, and come up into your downward facing dog or anahatasana if that's in your practice. So anahatasana, you keep the knees down and have the hands stretching forward. Take a nice big breath here in downward facing dog, maybe a couple. And then you're gently going to walk your hands back. So you're in kind of a narrow downward facing dog. If you're in anahatasana, you're going to lift those hip bones up, walk your hands closer to the feet, take the feet nice and wide, maybe coming up on the fingertips if that feels okay. Fingertips. And you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, just bend the knees into a nice deep squat. Leaning back. Good. And then inhale the hips up again. And exhale down. So just activating the energy in the legs and the glutes, feeling the widening of the pelvis as you squat. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more time. Inhale and exhale. Maybe not quite so deep this time. Walk the hands back a little farther. Take the hands to the thighs. Hold here for just a breath. And then gently just stand up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then take the hands to the hips and just step the feet together. And as we walk to the top of the mat, you're just going to really focus on stretching the feet out. So maybe starting by lifting the heels and spreading the toes. So each step, really noticing activation of energy through the feet. And maybe you can even try tucking the toes, getting a stretch in the front of the ankle. Yes, this is my favorite. We don't even know how good this feels until you do it. And then we get to the top of our mat, standing in Tadasana. So as you're standing in Tadasana, make sure that your feet are at least hip distance apart. And maybe just take a look, make sure that outside edges of the feet are parallel with the outside edges of the mat. So all of this attention to the feet is just bringing more awareness to the feet and the legs, which is helping us get in touch with that root chakra energy. Maybe even explore the weight as it's distributed on the feet, maybe leaning from side to side, feeling the outside edges of the feet, and maybe a little bit from front to back, really feeling the front side and the back side of the feet. And then making sure the toes are spread wide. Just have a nice grounded stance through the feet. Take the hands down to the sides, fingers pointing down. A nice, tall, strong mountain pose. Inhale and exhale here. Grounding, once again, always with that idea of drawing energy up through the earth as you inhale. And as you exhale, growing your roots nice and deep. One more nice big breath here. And then feeling nice and strong in the legs, we're just going to step back into Warrior One. So you can take the hands to the hips or whatever you want to do to make that feel good. So Warrior One, nice wide stance, standing up nice and tall. Inhale, the arms come up. Feel strong in your Warrior One. Feel the solid, stable structure of the body. Feel the legs, the feet, the activation of the muscles. Feel the bones. And then hands to hips, you're simply going to pivot that left foot in, keep the right foot where it's at, so you're in this wide, kind of weird diagonal squat. Maybe adjust the right foot in just a little bit. So in towards the front of the mat. Yeah. And then stand up straight. So you're just in a nice diagonal squat. From here, we're going to squat down and then reach up, reaching the right arm to the left side. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale and exhale down. So you can just take this back and forth at your own pace. You can keep the feet grounded. You can come up on the toe, really pointing. Or you can actually begin, if you wish, to play with balance. Taking your weight from one side to the next, but really grounding through whatever foot is staying on the floor. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold your squat. Nice big breath in. Exhaling. And then we're going to pivot to the front again and lift that back heel for crescent pose. Feel your nice, strong crescent pose here. We're going to move into some more squats again. So I should have warned you at the beginning that a lot of squatting in root chakra class. Having the legs at different angles. Really building strength through the pelvis, through the groin. All the strength you need to squat for hours, maybe while you're having your baby. Inhale, exhale, take the hands to the hips. And now we're just going to go back and forth between a squat and crescent. So you're going to really ground into this right foot. And you're going to maybe even lift the back foot a little bit and come to a squat. And then lift up and come to crescent. So you can do whatever you want with your hands that makes you feel nice and stable. I like to use this grounding of the hands down towards the earth. You can let your breath move with your squat. You can move much slower if you feel. One more time, inhale and exhale. Exhale. Now pivot to star. Nice, big, wide. You can adjust your feet and take a nice, big, wide star stance. From here, keeping the feet right where they're at, we're going to take the hands down to the sides. Take the fingers outstretched down towards the feet. Nice, strong, wide mountain pose. Feel the energy moving through the legs. Inhale and exhale. And then take the hands to the hips, pivot the feet, and take a nice forward fold. Using your block, of course, if you need it. And in this forward fold, once again, just drawing energy up from the earth. As you exhale, drawing those roots even deeper, feeling the solid, stable structure of the body. solid structure to actually be holding you up, so you don't need to put so much effort into it. Take advantage of what's already there. Gently coming up from that forward fold, we're going to just pivot our feet to warrior two, facing this opposite side. So warrior two, nice strong warrior two. Just one breath here. And then we're going to take our hands to our hips and pivot to crescent pose facing this back side. From here, remember that breath we did at the beginning. We're going to inhale our arms up. Backs of the hands toward the ceiling, both legs straighten, and then exhale, come into your crescent, grounding through that column. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Feel that column of strength. Take the hands to the side, to the waist, and just step forward into Tadasana. Let the hands come down to the sides. Feel the connection of the feet on the mat. Breathe here for another couple of breaths. How do you feel?
Energized.
You feel grounded? Your legs feel energized? So once again, really noticing the bottoms of the feet. So maybe take a moment to adjust to the right and the left, feeling the outside edges of the feet, feeling the front and back portions of the feet that hold your weight. And then coming to that center where you feel super solid. Release and relax the shoulders. And then just simply step back to your warrior one on this side. So warrior one with the right leg back. And we're going to come into our fun little diagonal squats and squat to crescent flow on this side. So start with that nice, solid, stable structure. Inhale the arms up. Feel the grounding in this pose. Notice the outside edge of that right foot, solid and grounded. And then simply take the hands to the hips and pivot to this little diagonal. So the right heel's going to come in a tiny bit. The knees are out. Perfect. And we're going to come to our little balancing kind of squats here. So find your center. And then inhale, exhale. And then we're going to reach the right arm out to the right again. Inhale and exhale. Squatting down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Remember, you can take these options if you choose to bring the heel up, or you might want to actually balance on that standing leg. Totally whatever you're feeling like today. And exhale one more time on each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then pivot to crescent. Let your feet move and adjust so you feel stable. Lift the arms up. And we go back and forth from squat to crescent here. So inhale and exhale one more time. And then pivot to your squat. And once again, hands can go wherever they want to make you feel stable. You might actually need to use this breath sometime in labor too, right? One more time. And squatting one more time. Come to crescent. Release and relax and just pivot open to star. So let your feet move, adjust. Allow, expand, and then exhale, take the hands down to your nice wide mountain pose. And And then hands to the hips. Take a nice forward fold. Adjusting your feet to face forward. Release and relax. Take this moment to draw the energy up again from the earth. And to release all the tension down into the earth. Letting the structure hold you up where you can feel that. And letting go of any other effort. One more nice big breath. This time bending the knees a little bit, taking the feet out to the side and the heels in, so toes out, heels in. Come up to goddess pose. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flip the hands downwards and open up. Nice, big, huge circles. Inhaling energy from the earth, taking it right down through that center column of the body, opening the pelvis here. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale and exhale into warrior two. Adjust the feet. Feel the strength and the structure of the body. Release the shoulders. And then hands to hips. Pivot to crescent on this side. Lifting that back heel. Feeling that stability in the body. Go ahead and inhale both arms up. Straighten the legs. Push the backs of the hands towards the ceiling, clasping the fingers together. And exhale, come down, building that column, bending that knee. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale one more time and exhale. Oh, let's do that one more time because it felt so good. Let the hands come apart. As you exhale, float the hands down to the sides and step forward. Feel the energy moving through the body. Maybe take the hands to the hips. Maybe shift your weight back and forth to just release any tension. And in fact, let's just kind of do a little bit of tapping on the thighs to really release any tension that's been building up. Then relax. Maybe shake the hands just a little bit. Nice big breath in and exhale. So from Tadasana, we're just going to take our nice little squat to Malasana like we usually do. I always like to take hands to hips, take the feet a little wider, and take your time when you get down to Malasana. So really feeling the strength in the feet and in the legs and allowing your body to settle slowly into a nice deep squat. And realizing that this squatting shape is totally different for every single person. And it really has a lot to do with the shape of your hip socket, how deep you can get into Malasana. So take it to your own level and definitely use blocks, props, anything you need to make this comfortable for just a couple of breaths. So closing the eyes and really feeling the energy coming up from the earth. Releasing any tension where you don't need to be holding it. Feeling the solid structure of the body. Inhale and exhale one more time. And then gently bring the hands down and find your way to a seat any way that's most comfortable for you. I like to just walk my knees forward and then tuck my feet underneath and come to a nice seated Sukhasana, easy seated pose. And once again, bring our awareness to that stable structure of the body. So you're imagining or you're just sensing the bones stacking one on the other to make this super easy through the spine and the pelvis and the shoulders and the neck and the head just resting gently on top of the neck. We can bring our palms down. So nice grounding position. Bring your awareness, your energy to the legs, the feet, the knees, where the perineum is touching the surface beneath you, the sit bones. Drawing that energy up from that deep root that you've built, and exhaling, growing that root even deeper. Imagine the main stem of the root actually reaching all the way down through all the layers of the earth, reaching the very iron core of the earth, totally grounded to the energy of the earth. Totally solid, stable. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. And breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Complete awareness on the breath. Breathing in, my in-breath is deep. Breathing out, my out-breath is slow. Deep and slow. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I release all my tension. Calming, releasing. Now, as you breathe in and out, grounded and relaxed at the same time, become aware of the solid, stable structures of the earth, the mountains, the rocks, the trees, the very earth itself. And as you breathe in and out, become aware of the solid, stable structures of the body, the bones, the skin, the strong ligaments and connections, the solid parts of the body that form to hold the structure of the body. And also be aware of the solid structures of your baby's body. Breathing in the solid stability of the earth and breathing out the solidity and stability and trust in your body. Breathing in and out, I trust my body and its ability to birth this baby. Nice big inhales, exhales with this affirmation. Breathing in and out, I am aware of thousands of generations of women who have given birth before me. I am connected to and draw strength from all those generations of birthing wisdom. Breathing in and out, I feel strong and connected. Imagining those roots growing in all directions, in all dimensions, in all time, connected to every other being that has given birth on the planet. The wisdom of these generations. Now feeling that strong, stable connection, take a moment to connect to your baby's consciousness. Ask your baby, what can I do to help you feel safe and solid, grounded and secure as you begin this earthly journey? What can I do now? What can I do during birth and the first few months of your life? How can I help you to develop trust, security, a sense of safety in order to set the foundation for a life filled with trust and love? How can I help support your connection to the earth and your connection to all beings on earth? Breathing in and out, imagine a deep red glow in the womb, in the legs, in the pelvis, filling the whole body with a sense of stability, trust, and security. One more nice deep breath, breathing in that stability from the earth and the energy, and exhaling, growing those roots nice and deep. And then just take your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, Aislinn, and those of you out there. May this practice of mindfulness, of connection, help us to recognize those seeds of peace within ourselves and our babies, those seeds of peace in the whole world, and may we water those seeds of peace with careful attention, love, and awareness. Namaste.